Now, the second consideration, or the next consideration we went through was an analysis of the market. And when we looked out at the marketplace, we saw the positives that Darin mentioned in terms of location with the cultural center and the high school. I've always found the high schools to be a driving force in the quality of high school, to be a driving force in the acceptability or the absorption rate of a subdivision.
Yeah, I would agree with that and say really all schools, elementary, middle, and high school. But high school is certainly a large driver of that. Yes.
And in this case, Glen Allen was the newest high school. It was the highest tech,
yep.
and it had that reputation. People that were oriented towards technology were excited about it, and so we felt like would be a real benefit. We also felt like we needed to look at the competition, and the two subdivisions that were already in the market niche we were sort of thinking about were about to sell out, had just about sold out. They were down to some very rough lots. There were two new communities, Pat, that were coming through. One was a community that was very, very attractive and being very attractively developed and built now, but it was going to be targeting a little bit more moderate
yes.
house. The housing was going to be in the 200s,
yes.
single family.
And although I went to the same high school, had different elementary and middle school. So
Good.
That was a big factor as well.
Excellent point. And then the other competitor that was coming through the pipeline was much more upscale with much more expensive lots.
Larger lots.
And also the houses would have to be much higher price, $600,000 to $800,000,
yes.
which we felt left a gap where we could target houses in the 300s, 400s, and have a quality development that offered a builder who was personalizing the house, building a quality home, and yet there were some things that we needed in order to create that sense of place.
And I think I'll add that in Western Henrico, that target of price range was very underserved. It's just very difficult to find price ranges in the $300,000 to $400,000s.
Right.
So I think that was kind of one of the unique niches to that community.
Right.
And ultimately, lot price feeds back into that home price, which was a key
Correct.
factor in analyzing the site.
Correct. So we're trying to split the difference in terms of pricing of the lots, pricing of the houses, and we had to pay particular attention to. It was another thing. We needed a new front door. We needed to acquire some additional land in order to have a new front door, and that had to have an attractive landscaped entrance so that you felt like you had arrived. And then once you got into the community, there was going to be a cul-de-sac, and that needed to be landscaped as well. So because that way it would invite you into the community, and you would feel like you had arrived someplace that was very nice.
And I'll add, I think that was critically important because there are some areas, it's a little bit of a transitional area. There's some things, a little bit of industrial around the community. There's a railroad around the community. So having a really nice entrance to the community, I think, was very critical to the success of it.
Yeah, and typical infill, not everything around you is uniform.
Exactly.
But location wins.
Yes.
And as long as you create the right environment.
And gives you an opportunity to stand out if you do it right.
Yes.
Yeah.